Hello, it's Mark Grogan from O'Neill Real Estate, and this is 2 at 57 3rd Avenue in Kelmscott, a beautifully presented 3-bedroom home. We have got a whole lot to go and see with this one. We're going to go and see it all in a bunch of detail. But I've got to tell you, this is a great location too. We are in an absolutely lovely complex, beautifully maintained and very quiet as well. I mean, I've got to say, I'm actually, slightly embarrassed being the real estate agent standing out in the car park talking very, very loudly about how very, very quiet it is. But you can experience that for yourself when you come here and see it in person. For now, let's go and see what is on offer. You can come for the quietness later or just hit mute on your device and experience that, in full surround, no sound. And this is what it is all about. We'll just take a real quick crash course and then I'll give you all the details. Firstly, we've got this living space that is beautifully presented. It leads through to the kitchen. We've got a great outdoor living area that we'll go and see in a moment. For now, we will just focus on what's going on inside. We've got this gorgeous bathroom, absolutely beautiful. That has been so nicely done. Second toilet there. Bedroom number 2. We start with number 2 because number 1 is over here. And then we have a bedroom number 3. I'll just quickly take you out the back via the laundry to see what is going on with all of this. We've got this beautiful big patio area across the back and more space around here. We will come back for the space. We'll go and check it all out in detail in a moment. For now, I'm going to take you back inside and show you room by room what is going on with this one. For now, we are starting here in the living room, and that is where you're sure to spend a lot of time. It's a beautiful space with a bay window. The gardens are lovely as well, very nicely maintained and just sets a beautiful backdrop to your daily life in this home. The carpets are brand new. The paint is brand new. Well, I mean, obviously you can only put it on brand new. It's hard to put it on secondhand, but it's just been done, that's for sure. So freshly painted, ceilings and walls, and all of it is just looking so, so fresh. We've got the meals area here. That links very nicely to this whole living space. And none of that matters unless you've got a nice kitchen, which you do. We have this kitchen with the electric cooktop, modern fan-forced electric oven, nice workspace, and actually also a really nice outlook across the backyard too. It's very much a lock and leave kind of place. Very easy to look after. Got security screens out on the windows. And there's your fridge recess, by the way. As I stand there just looking at a wall while I'm talking about things that aren't the wall I'm looking at, that is the fridge recess. So plenty of space for a good sized fridge in there. That would be, you might have to consult the floor plan to get the direct dimensions there. But I reckon that would be about 900 wide. But don't quote me on that. Check it on the floor plan. We've got the detail there for you. So that is the pantry. And I just like looking at this living area. That's a nice space. Nice entrance too. You've got a bit of space as you come through. It's not like you're sort of walking straight into a lounge room. It is nicely positioned with that front door there, so you do have an entrance as you come through. All right, let's go and see some of this very attractive detail. I'm going to start with the bathroom because I like this bathroom a lot. It is very, very tastefully done. Firstly, it's perfectly accessible too. So if you have somebody who needs to be avoiding the steps and the hobs and all that kind of stuff, this is very smart in the way that it's been done. There was a time where accessibility was not in keeping with the aesthetics of a modern bathroom, but in this case, it's been done beautifully. Totally seamless going from the bathroom floor through to the shower, and even the rails that are there. Nice and subtle. The tap is also designed for accessibility with the mixer there, and all of that just so thoughtfully done. Very nice indeed. And you have the floor to ceiling tiles. We have a toilet there. We also have the vanity at a practical height as well. So beautiful bathroom and a second toilet right there. So that's really well set up, and we'll see the laundry in a moment when we go out the back. One thing I will point out as well is that you can close the living space off from the bedrooms, which I think is a tremendously practical feature. It's just a door, not something that you go, oh wow, what a complex, amazing thing, but it just helps when you've had those little details that have been added to a home. So this can be shut off so that you can have a completely quiet space. We'll start with the main bedroom because there's a pretty good chance, if you've been watching for this long so far, that you're the one that gets this room. So this would be your room. Really nice space. More than enough space for a queen or a king size bed in here. You have the built-in wardrobe. I'll show you inside, giving you the full home open experience here that you might not even actually do this at a home open, which is, you know, checking inside cupboards. But I do know there are some people who like to have a little squizzy inside a cupboard. If there's a locked door, they're kind of like, wonder what's behind it then. So I'm giving you that full experience here today. And we have ducted evaporative air conditioning through the home as well. So there is a vent in each of the rooms. And this is bedroom number 2. So that's a queen size bed that's in here currently. As you can see, it fits very comfortably and there's lots of room to work with in here. Quite wide bedside tables that we've got in here too. So that just kind of goes to show that everything fits comfortably. And we'll have a look in the cupboard again. There you go. You have the built-in wardrobes, loads of hanging space. You've got the shelf at the top. And bedroom number 3. That's a double bed that's in here currently, and lots of space on the side, and plenty more space over here too. So another good sized room. They're not holding back on the space in this place, that's for sure. And the built-in wardrobe. Again, new carpets the whole way through the bedrooms, even in the cupboards. Sometimes people don't like to do that. Even in the cupboards, that's all been done as well. So let's go outside and have a look. This, by the way, is your laundry, as you can tell from the laundry trough. But it does have a door too. Now, I don't know if you know me or not. Big fan of a door on a laundry. Sold too many houses over the years where you've got no door on the laundry and you've got to listen to the washing machine doing its dance, and you know, it gets a little tedious after a while. So you don't have to worry about that here. Let's go out the back and have a look at what is on offer here. We've got really good space with all of this. So heaps of room for entertaining out here. The patio is super wide too. I think I'll step that out because I don't know off the top of my head how wide that is. It's at the end of the carport. So you have the garage door on there. Do a garage, carport, doesn't have a back end. Carport, garage, you know what it is. Secure parking, that's for sure. It has the automatic roller door on there as well. So come on home, hit that button, walk in through the back door, and away you go. So we'll check how wide this is. Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Woo! That's a lot of space. That is a very, very decent patio. And if we go from here, so that's 1, 2, 3 and a bit meters deep. Great space. Love that. That's going from that wall there, by the way. So that is a real highlight of this house that is absolutely full of highlights. And you've got this extra space over here as well. So a bit of a garden shed, bit of extra garden if you want to. I mean, you've got so much room. This is downsizing, but it's not having to like downsize your life. You can still have a life when you live here and you've got space like this. It's very practical indeed. I like that a lot. That has been very, very well thought out. It is a very well considered home. Everything about this design just works so very well. And you know, even if you wanted to, like obviously right here, you have the clothesline quite close to the laundry. If you wanted this for other things, you could move that down here. You've still got loads of room to work with. It is a proper low maintenance backyard because it is predominantly paved. I mean, there's not a blade of grass out here. You could have this as easy as it looks right now, or you could make it as complex as you like. You've got all sorts of options when you've got all sorts of space. Hopefully that shows you everything that you are working with here. And this is a very nicely presented home that is certain to sell quickly. We have one more cupboard that I didn't open. I'll do that for you here. See, it's a cupboard. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves and some leftover paint. Fantastic. Everything is dead set easy in this place, folks. It is a great place to be, a beautiful home to live in, and an absolute pleasure to present. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you like what you've seen. If you've got any further questions, be sure to hit us up at markgrogan.com.au, where we've got the floor plan, the strata plan. We've got, check out that map, by the way. I didn't even really labour the point on this. It is close to a lot of stuff. Just up the end of the street, you've got the bus stop. It's over the road from Kelmscott Senior High School. It is a very short run up to the train station. You can jump on the bus to get there. I mean, it is honestly, there's doctors' surgeries along the way. It is honestly one of the best locations anywhere around this fine town of Kelmscott. If you have any further questions, hit us up at markgrogan.com.au. Thanks so much for having a look around.